So welcome back. This particular video, I'm not going to be showing my results, but I am going to be showing some conversations I recently had with some students who came through Beta 2 training and are part of my Facebook community, which is a special bonus that I offer for anybody who joins the plan through my affiliate link. If you're watching this video, depending on when you're watching it, there may or may not be a live join link. So please make sure you check the links in the description to see if you're able to join the plan straight away, or join the wait list to be the very first to know next time it's available. So the rest of this video is from other students talking about their experience of the training. Enjoy.
My name's Kyron. I'm from Sydney, and I work full-time in corporate, and I also have an e-commerce business and a coaching business on the side. I think it was just, I was thinking, oh, it's another one of these money-making schemes. And it's not that I thought it was like dodgy or anything like that. I just thought, oh, another money-making thing, and will it actually work?
Yep. Okay.
So that was my skeptic.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so now that you have had a chance to go through the training, do the course, and have some live bots out there, how has that perception changed?
Oh, hugely. Like I could actually see how it is actually something that works, and it's pretty easy. It's almost unbelievably easy how quickly you can make money from it and how easy it is to make money from it. Probably just that bots are awesome. I never would have ever thought about using trading bots before in my, ever in my life. And I've just, every day I'm astounded by how well they just do their thing in the background. Quite a lot actually, because I'm actually leaving my job at the end of the year. And so it'll be really good for extra cash flow, for one thing, if I need it. It'll also be good just in terms of building up my investment portfolio. So personally, but also on my e-commerce business side, it'll be great for building up capital that I can use to reinvest. So I've been live trading for about 30 days now, and I've had about 10% return on my bots that I like, the money that I've invested in the bots. So it's been about $2,500. It's the easiest $2,500 I've ever made. Yeah, so I would just say definitely think about it seriously and don't just dismiss it, because it's definitely a real thing. It's legitimate, it's genuine, and it works. But I would also say just, always be wary, because it's crypto. So there's always some risk there. But in terms of the bot trading, they're a bit lower risk, they seem to me. So it's a bit of a compromise. But yeah, always just invest what you can afford. No, just that the other thing which I've really appreciated is, because you've got this Facebook group that we are all in when we join through you as part of the plan. Like, I've just found that to be super useful, because like everyone that's in the group, we're all just kind of learning as we go, and it's so great to just be able to share knowledge and get advice from people, and that's just been amazing, because then you don't feel like you're alone in this world that you know nothing about.
Fabulous. Thank you so much. I'll let you get back to your super busy life.
My name's Kyron. I'm from Auckland, New Zealand, and I'm an entrepreneur and investor. I didn't actually have much hesitation. It made complete sense to me. I'm not going to lie, I didn't even watch much of the initial webinar. I'd looked at the website, and I'd always believed that if you could make fast, minuscule, if you could trade and make fast, minuscule profits or micro profits, micro trading in this instant, then it made sense, but I'd never known how to do it. I never knew what software to use or anything of that. So when Miss came forward and it said that it would show you how to do that, how to make those micro trades and accumulate profit, it just made complete sense. So I didn't even watch the entire webinar. I was just like, yeah, I'm in. It's at a very affordable price. And also my strategy was, if you split the payments up, then hopefully as you get started, your trading profit will pay for the rest of the plan, which it did in my case anyway. Without giving away what actually happens in the training, I think it's that it's not just about the trading. You know, it's how you start to bring together a few different tools and resources within the crypto space to absolutely magnify, to leverage, and to get much better returns than if you were to just trade. Also, obviously, you get all the settings, how to use that, how to make sure you are making profit. It's been really good. I've actually created a spreadsheet with compounding. I think most people they know about compounding from a debt form, right? If you've got a credit card at 22% per year and you're not paying it off, you're just paying minimums, it's just going to snowball. But the opposite effect happens when you're compounding your returns. So I've drawn up a spreadsheet and we're getting sort of 5 to 10% per week at the moment. And when you start to compound that, then even starting with very little, it turns into life-changing returns very quickly. We've realized we can probably, through my girlfriend, make her financially free within the next 6 months, starting with like $15,000. It's absolutely insane what this can do.
So that was going to be my next question. So how long have you been trading? And if you are willing to share, what sort of returns or results have you had so far, either in dollar or percentage terms?
The longest bot I've got on the moment is 1 month, 3 days. Obviously, I was playing with a little bit before that. Just looking at my bot profit right now, it's sitting at close to $2,000 or 7.79%. That probably doesn't mean much, given I've constantly been putting new money in, and every time I stop a bot or reinvest, that changes. But to give an idea, my one, which has been going for 1 month right now, is at 0.78% per day. So that's 20, per day. So 26.36% over the last month. My lowest, just having a look at here, is 0.57, but if that doesn't pick up, I'll probably sell it. And my highest right now is about 1.23%. So you know,
now,
when
again,
you start
so just to clarify, that's per day returns.
Per day, per day, average per day. So when you're getting sort of between 0.5 to 1% per day, and then you start reinvesting your profits and compounding them, it's insane what you can actually achieve. Just do it, regardless of what I'm a futurist anyway, so I always knew crypto was the future. If you don't know anything about crypto, Dan does go right from the start and explain the whole crypto world in detail. For the price you're paying, it's ridiculously cheap. Don't tell Dan I said that. But seriously, this is something that you can have running in the background. It's fully automated, and then it's just up to you how often you check them. And you know, you'd probably agree with me. Actually, the hardest part is not getting in and not touching them and fiddling with them, just leaving them to do their work. It really is an absolute no-brainer. If you've got a few thousand spare to invest, it's really worth just trialing it and experiencing it for yourself.
I'm Martin Jelinek. I'm from Melbourne, Australia, and I'm currently a teacher. I just saw crypto as a bubble. I saw it as you know, something that was big now, but the hype around it was going to eventually deflate and it would burst, and everything that everyone thought had so much value would be worthless.
Okay.
And I guess I was that was coming from a very I don't know, I hadn't done any research on it at all.
Right.
I just sort of, I saw it and I was like, it's a fad. My wife convinced me to, like, she had all these ideas of, you know, we want to, you know, create some financial freedom for ourselves. And she kept on sort of getting me to watch these webinars. And and I was like, scam, scam, scam. And then I watched the free one of Dan's, and I was like, this kind of makes sense. I can't really poke holes in it. It's like, what he's actually saying is just logical, and it doesn't like, it doesn't smell of a scam at all, because like, things do go up and down and you can trade between them. So so I just started like, once I started the course, I started reading more and more about crypto and realizing, rather than it being a fad, it's actually the future. And this is the way that we're all going to be going in eventually. And so early adopters are the ones who are going to win. And I almost feel a little bit of FOMO in that I wish I got onto this a few years ago or something.
Well, it didn't, like, this particular training didn't exist, did it?
But crypto in general. So,
yes, oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, but no, I still, speaking to people about it, I feel like we're in quite early still. So it's great. Thing that was the hardest for me to wrap my head around during the training, which was when Dan kept saying, stop looking at the percentage change, because currencies go up and down, and just look at that bot profit, because that's what is ultimately going to be what you're going to be earning, or at least giving you that earning potential. So I found that very hard to do, and I think now, after 2 months, and especially after what we've been through in September, where everything just looked horrible, but my bots were still making profit.
Yes.
And now that, like, overnight, since 1st of October, as we moved into a bull market, all that money that those bots are accumulating, I can now actually see it tangibly. Like, I could cash out today, and I could walk away with, you know, Aussie dollars wise, probably about 4,600 or so.
Nice.
Which is insane, considering that I've only been investing, like, I've invested a total of 20 grand or so.
Right. So about a 20% return.
Exactly. Over 2 months. And I only invested 5,000 at the start. So it's just been gradual over time that I've been putting money in. So, I mean, I've got bots that have made me $700 in the last 2 weeks. I'd like to, the end goal really is increased flexibility, and not being tied down to a, you know, 9-to-5 bricks and mortar job. That I'd love to be able to, I think I'll still, even once I get this up and really humming, I'll still have to work to a certain extent. But this is going to be an incredible supplementary income, which will mean definitely not full time, and something where we've got the flexibility to go anywhere, do anything, and you've always got this working for you. Well, first of all, watch the webinar, because it just makes sense. Like, for an extreme skeptic like myself, I couldn't poke any holes in it, as I said. So I couldn't see any way that you could lose out. I'm sure if you invested in the wrong coins or something, it could take longer to make money, and it could seem like a very inefficient way of doing it. But as you learn, you get better and better. And I made a few mistakes at the start, and I sort of would sell off those coins and maybe at a small loss, or just at break even. And then I started understanding the signs to look for in a really profitable one. And I was able to sort of swap those over. So I think, worst case scenario, no, of course, worst case scenario, you can lose everything if the market just disappears overnight. But even if you do the plan badly, worst case scenario I see is as breaking even. I think it's very, very hard to lose money doing it. Okay. And the other thing I would say, and what I think was the thing that got me over the line, was when we spoke to you, and you talked about how you'd have this Facebook support group where people getting onto the plan would do it together, and that was huge, absolutely huge. I mean, for me, like when I tell people about, say what we paid for, just 6 webinars, they're like, whoa, that is really expensive. But I would attribute the bulk of the value to the community that you created via that Facebook group, because it got you through the tough times when you thought that I'm going to lose everything. It got you through the uncertainty when people were like, yeah, I'm experiencing exactly the same thing. And you gain knowledge 1,000 times faster because you had different people researching and trying out different things and swapping ideas. So I would say I attribute, of the money I paid for this, I would say 80%, 85% was actually the during and after the training with that Facebook group, who I'm still sort of,
you're now in the graduates community
on a daily basis. Yeah.
we're now the graduates community, because I have a students community and a graduates community. That's right. So is there anything else? I mean, you've pretty much covered it, but was there anything else you'd like to add before I let you go back to the beautiful sunshine in the park?
No, I think that's it. Just patience is definitely an asset, and also use this as an inroad into crypto at large, because there is like a whole world out there to explore, and I haven't limited myself to the plan now, just because it gave me that initial knowledge, that initial understanding, and now I'm sort of starting to explore further, just because I have that base knowledge.
Okay, my name is Mike Thomas. I'm from Melbourne, Australia, and I run my own business. I've got a home business as well as Amazon business, and that's pretty much it. And obviously I do a lot of other things other than work. Probably what most people would have would be, it seems too good to be true. So it probably is. You kind of grow up with this sort of mantra drummed into you from an early age if you've got good parents that want to protect you. So that was the thing, but at least I've had other people who had already done the plan that I knew of and that had success. So I kind of already knew it wasn't a scam. At this stage anyway. I mean, it's still fairly early days, but it seems so legit. I've been doing it now for a little while, so it looks too good to be true, and it is. It's just really good. Like I just said, I probably jumped the gun a little bit with my previous answer. I've only seen success. Obviously, it's gone up and down a little bit, but in terms of the income, it's been very consistent. And so definitely no skepticism now.
Mm-hmm.
And look, I really didn't have too much to begin with. It looked to be, you know, I've got a very logical brain, and
Mm-hmm.
what he was showing and saying and explaining and teaching seemed to me to be quite feasible and logical. So I thought, you know, if it's working for him and so many other people, it should work for me. And so far, so good. Yeah, I think it's just staying the course and not. He went through a lot of talks around FUD, and you know, the market's quite volatile, so just not giving into that volatility as a fear.
Yes.
Treat it as your friend,
Mm-hmm.
and staying the course. So don't jump out of a bot because it's diving in value. It's still earning you income, you know, so stay the course. And like a couple of days ago, my bots are all red and now they're all green, you know, double green. So yeah, so I've got 11 bots now. I started with the HODL bot over a month ago, about a month and 3 or 4 days ago.
Mm-hmm.
And then I've probably in 3 batches, I've added 3 or 4 bots each time.
Mm-hmm.
And my most recent bot is just purely from profit, which I started at $3,500 US dollar bot,
Nice.
just from profits over the month. So I've had approximately $4,500 profit from a $35,000 investment, which I've gradually, incrementally put in over the course of the month. So most of my bots have been running 3 weeks or more. 2 of my bots, one's a week and one's a day. So yeah. It all keeps going to plan and I stay on top of everything. I'm really hoping it will give me a really solid passive income. So my plan at the end of the year is to have full half out profit and keep, and half I'll reinvest. And I'll do that every year on year. So hopefully after capital gains tax, it should be quite lucrative and accumulate so much faster than you can get compound interest in the bank. So yeah, more freedom from passive income, less work. There's so little work once you get it all set up, and it's actually quite fun. You don't have to do a lot. Just do it. Only invest the amount that you can afford to lose. So far, nobody wants to lose money. I wouldn't have done it if I thought I was going to lose the money, but you've always got that risk. But the returns versus the risk are the best ratio I've ever seen in any kind of investment ever. So it was a no-brainer for me. I think I put in my written answers, God, I've forgotten what I wrote now, something around, just staying the course and giving it a go. You'd hate to miss out. I think it's worth it. That's all. Just give it a go. Jump into the training, and look, I won't say how much I spent because this video might be looked at somebody in the future. But to do the plan to me wasn't a lot of money as far as training goes. And after capital gains tax of 45%, I will have made that money back already in a month. And there's only small costs each month for BitScat software, etc. And yeah, so look, the returns are astronomical compared to the outlay, and the risk to me seems fairly reasonable for the amount of money that you can make. Yeah.
My name is Carl Helgesson. I'm from Sweden. I'm in the Amazon business. Today, I have an Amazon agency where we help brands to succeed on Amazon globally. I have my own Amazon course for the Sweden, Norway, Denmark, and Finland, the Nordic countries. I have my own Amazon brands and I do Amazon speeches. Here in the Nordic countries, there is, I would say, a pretty big hesitance and skepticism towards the crypto in general, because we have had so many news about crypto scams and pyramid schemes and all that. So I was pretty skeptical, to be honest. So I haven't even looked into crypto any closer until the plan. My perception has totally changed and my feelings towards crypto, because the plan showed me the reality about crypto and how it works. And that totally shifted everything. So now I would say crypto is actually a part of my life. I'm not hesitant anymore. It's my friend. So I'm very happy that changed during the plan. The number thing I would say, the number one nugget is actually not really a nugget. It's just to do what you learn. It's following the plan. Because I tried to do something, I did one and it went good, and then I tried to do something different that was like sideways from the plan, and it just didn't work. So stick to the plan, and that will really help you profitable quick. So the reason I joined the plan is actually, if we reverse the tape a bit, I was looking into this year to find new revenue streams. I have my agency, I have my course, I have my speeches, I have my Amazon brands, but all those require hours. I wanted some more passive income, and the plan is proof of that. I make money, every minute, which is great. And the second impact is actually that the plan, the profit from the bots, actually will pay for my wedding next year. So today is the 7th of October. I started my first bot on the 14th. And it went good. I added a second one. I used profit from bots to start new. So in total, since the 14th of July, I've invested 20,000 in the bots. And the profit so far, 2.5 months down the road, is $11,400 in profit, bot profit. I would say don't sit on the fence, because the quicker you start making money and have your bots making money for you, the better, because the quicker you can use the profit to grow quicker. It's like a snowball effect. So there is no reason to wait, and it's real. It's no scam. It's 100% legit. So don't wait. You will be sorry if you wait. Yeah, for sure. Join the Facebook group, Regina's Facebook group, connected to the plan, and the community is great, and we help each other. And I see you there.
Hi, my name is Diane Regan. I live in Perth, Western Australia, and currently I am semi-retired, but previously had background in financial services and businesses in general. It's hard to say what skepticism or hesitation I had in going ahead with the plan, because I had previously done a lot of work as a currency futures trader, trading options, etc., in the traditional share market. So a lot of the stuff is sort of familiar to me. And once I saw the introduction that Dan Hollings did, it immediately made sense to me. And I had been thinking about getting into the crypto space, but had heard about a lot of people that had been burnt. And I must admit, as soon as I saw this, I just really felt that this was the solution to that issue. And so I jumped in absolutely as quickly as I could. Since I've experienced the training, I didn't have any negative perception going into it, and I haven't developed any while I'm doing it. In fact, quite to the contrary, it has refreshingly lived up to everything that it said it would do and more. So I couldn't be more pleased. And I have been doing this for probably 6 weeks now. And it's, as I said, lived up to every promise that was made. Well, from having a prior history with day trading, currencies, futures and options, etc., Dan's approach really is extremely well-rounded. And I think for me, it was the whole concept of patience, diversification, and not doing anything, not fiddling with it. So in terms of my life, it's probably been a relatively stress-free way to get into the crypto space. And in terms of impacting me financially, I've done my number crunching, and just letting this thing play out without fiddling with it too much is going to deliver returns that I think most share traders and investors wouldn't believe is possible. It really is that good, I think. I think the impact on my life over the next 12 months will be, I think, to create a really strong passive income with very little effort required on my part, that will only continue to grow, particularly as I think I will definitely be reinvesting profits back into the system. And so I think the compounding effect will, within a few years, really equal, and if not surpass, any other income streams that myself and my husband currently have in our lives. If you've ever been thinking about getting into the crypto space, I would suggest that this is probably the safest and most professional way that you could do it. I've looked at getting into it in a number of different occasions, and we all are familiar with some of the scare stories and horror stories of people losing money, getting wiped out, poor timing, and a whole range of other things with regards to crypto. And this program has really addressed all those issues and has come up with a very, very safe way to do this. And so if you ever thought about entering into crypto, then really you should jump in from my perspective. I'm so glad I did. And as my husband said, cryptocurrencies and the whole crypto world is rushing towards us at a very, very fast pace. And you really, I think in this day and age, can't afford to at least be aware of it. And if you have the wherewithal to and the support and the right environment to get into it, then I think it's something that we should all do. It's been great. First of all, from my heart, I would just so sincerely like to thank you, Regina, for inviting me to join this. Without you, this wouldn't be possible. And it's really opened up a whole new future for myself and moving forward, both financially and plus I love this, I'm really enjoying it. And it's having just recently semi-retired and, fiddling my thumbs and figuring out what to do next. This has really filled that void nicely for me. So I think that, from my heart would be just a huge thank you to you, Regina. And also too is that you have created something really unique and special through your Facebook community. And it's just been the most sharing and giving community. Everybody jumps in, everybody helps everybody else. And I've found that, I think we send out requests and questions to the Hive Mind or to the Brains Trust, and everybody does contribute. It's just been great. So it's such a lovely feeling to know that I'm not in it alone and that there are multiple levels of support to get me through this. And one of them being the work that you've put into supporting all the people that come on under your umbrella. So thank you.
My name is Dustin White, and I'm actually from Appleton, Wisconsin, here in the United States. And I'm actually a programmer and web developer. I own my own business and basically build custom websites for people, as well as do like internet marketing type activities. I guess my biggest skepticism at that point was, will this actually work? Will it do like what he's saying? I researched trading before, and I've actually even looked at like currency trading before in the Forex market and things like that. So I had a good idea that these type of bots, that a lot of people have used them before for other different types of trading activities. And for my own research, I knew it could be useful and very helpful, but I just didn't know if his information, because I've actually researched other trading techniques and things like that using these bots, and just none of the free information I found online, none of the YouTube videos I took, none of that really showed a lot. So my main worry was, will this actually show me the information I need to make a profit and make my crypto work for me? My perception changed quite a bit. Now that I've done the trading, I've actually gone in and done a number of demo bots, and starting the live bots now as well. And the biggest thing was I was worried that there wouldn't be enough information, like specifics, like put your bot into these types of systems. Here's the exact calculations that you need. Here's how the different bots go together. Here's how you find your coin pairs. And Diane actually goes through every single step, every single worry that I actually had of, will I be taught these specifics that I need to know, and will I be given the exact calculations? He actually did. And past that, there is a huge amount of other information that I didn't even know. There's a lot of I thought I was very knowledgeable about crypto because I've been studying it for a long time. I've actually been in it since 2014. And so I thought I knew a lot. And by the time I got done with the training, I realized how many other things that crypto could be used for. I never knew you could loan against your own crypto or make high interest yields and pieces like that, which he also taught in the training. So on top of getting all the bidding and bot calculations and numbers that I need, and exact pieces of here's how you trade and here's how you find everything you need, I got all that extra pieces of information as well that really helped did like an overall view of making my crypto work for me, probably like 10 to 20 times better than what it was just holding. And that's just so far, and I've just began, so I'm looking forward to see how it does as I continue with all these strategies. Yeah, and it kind of goes back to what I was saying before. I was always under the impression of crypto, like I always liked the idea of bot trading and thought it was making my crypto work for me. But I was always going for that, try to find that 100x coin that's going to go up next, try to find when is the market going to dip and when is it going to go back up. And Dan's training completely changed my perception that instead of just trying to time the market, which can many times be impossible to do, that you can consistently make money with it and have it working for you all the time. And along with all the other tools that we have, I have a feeling that in the beginning, I was like, okay, am I going to get my money back? Not worried about that, already making that money back. And I have a feeling it's going to be it's going to make what my crypto investment was and what I was thinking that I could make in crypto. I'm now already thinking just even within the year or two that I can 5 times that, maybe even 10 times that within the 2-year period of what I was originally planning to do. So it's I think I'm going, I figure just crypto in general is going to continue to go up. I've actually, like I said, I've been in crypto a number of years. My crypto went up just from holding 5 times in the past year. And I expect with Dan's training that on top of that, so I was saying before, on top of what I figured the crypto would just go up an extra, 5 or 10 times. So we're talking that I'm probably going to make 10 times what I was originally planning with how this crypto works. Like from where my balance is right now, I'm guessing that I'll be probably anywhere from 5 to 10 times. Well, 5 times just from crypto going up, and then probably 10 times total with using Dan's strategies. So I'll be looking at probably 10 times what I have right now is my goal. I think the main thing is if you've at all wanted to make crypto work for you and you're worried about the whole idea of, okay, when do I time the market? I know I got to get crypto. I know it makes money. You hear about the people that made money. You hear about how certain people have done well, but you feel like you've missed out or those type of pieces because the crypto price keeps going. Pretty much every year that I've thought that, and from when I first bought in when it was very low, I thought, oh, I should have put more in. It's never going to keep rising up, and then every year it keeps rising up. I wish I could have known Dan's strategies beforehand, because on top of the idea of just that you're not missing out, you get into crypto right now, no matter what it is, you're going to be doing well. If you use Dan's strategies, there's almost no way to lose, because you're going to be continuously making money on top of the idea that the crypto price is going to rise, and you're going to know more than 95% of the other people out there right now that are just trying to get in crypto. I think, for me, the biggest thing is you're online. I'm online a lot, and I've studied so many different things. I'm an internet marketer too, so I see so many scams and other things that when I was getting in, I had to look up every single piece of research. And, I always say, do your own research, go on YouTube, go look up, reviews of the plan, go do all of that. But my main thing was I was like, I just want to make sure I'm not spending my money on something that's not going to be useful, or worse, even a scam. And I can tell you, like, I'm so glad I pulled that trigger on getting this, because, I was hesitant because just, we've all gotten tons of different marketing stuff to us. But I can tell you that it was probably one of my best decisions. I think it's probably going to be one of, if not the best business decision I made, based off of how everything's going right now. So yeah, I just highly recommend, obviously do your research, but this is the real deal, and it really is going to work very, very well.
So I hope that you got some value from me chatting to some other students. And this is Pumpkin. You may have seen him on some of my other videos. He came to say hello as I'm working here. So just please, if you have any questions at all about the plan training or my bonuses or how to get into the community, please do reach out. The easiest way is to send me a message on Facebook Messenger. All right. So I hope to see you as a student of the plan soon.